I've been creating art 25 years. That make me sound so old. I actually went to university in Korea and I finished my MFA there. And then I came here when I was 26 and I pursued my second MFA in University of Iowa. I deal with a lot of different mediums. Let's say painting, drawing, printmaking, sometimes fabrics, ceramic, but also on the ceramic surfaces I paint and draw. If I have to learn other stuff in order to do my project, I'll probably do. In my heart, my favorite medium is painting and drawing. Patterns in my work are usually translated as, I guess, iconic images, and oftentimes I repeat that. And also throughout different medium, I use the same patterns or iconography, things that people recognize and communicate. So in that way, it's pattern. For me, that's very important and how I live my life here. And I'm originally come from South Korea, but I'm also transformative pattern woven into this American society, but doesn't mean that I'm not Korean, right? So for me, in that way, it's really important. Life is such a good example for art. So when I'm making art, I'm trying to look at my life and then that sort of influences each other. And I think that's why my art and my life is very kind of connected and I'm okay with it. As an example, I never thought that I was gonna have a kid because like being an artist is hard enough and you can have a kid and have a family. Why not? Let's try. I'm a woman. I'm designed to have a kid and I tried and there's a big struggle. My kid interrupted a big time. But at the same time, I'm so influenced I'm also very inspired by my family and my kid. And it turned out having a kid and being a parent make me a better artist. I believe so. So it's really, it's good for me. The yellow is kind of becoming a theme for me, the color yellow. For me, it's sort of like perfect transitional in-between color. People call Asian yellow here. But at the same time, we called blonde hair yellow hair. So for me, that's like a perfect ironical metaphor. So I started using this yellow brush stroke after I saw 60s pop artist Roy Lichtenstein. And in the beginning, I sort of copy his style. Here, I'm also thinking about this, the scale kind of pattern, right? Some people will think of like Asian traditional pattern, but like a dragon. Or some people simply think that it's like a little simple doodle. Is also symbolized like calligraphy, but because of the color here, we think about blonde hair as well. Also, that reminds us of, Lichtenstein's beautiful Western, like blonde, blue-eyed beauty. But then when people see it's so much yellow, and they kind of like talks about the body of like a people, like Asian people, Asian community. So that started out kind of like a pattern. So I call this series, I called it Yellow Wave. Usually it takes about 3 to 4 months. I'm also working on about 4 or 5 things at the same time. So in a way, I'm like avoiding every painting, work on it, and then, I get sick of it, I can't work anymore, and then move on to next one. And then when I get sick of everything in my studio, I go to my ceramic studio and work on it there. So like repeat and walk around and work on many things at the same time.